So I was a background singer and songwriter singing for John Legend. I got my start with Alicia Keys, but it was really with John Legend, working with him for about 4 years, that I really started to shape and mold into this creative thinker and person. And so I always like to remember this defining moment. It was one night on stage performing with him, and I saw him, because you know the background singers, you stand behind the artist, and I saw him open up his arms and just receive all of the love. But not only that, just receive like sort of like the manifestation of his own heart's yearning and his purpose, and he was standing in that. And I remember just saying to myself, this is wonderful. What an opportunity, but this is not it for me. And I sort of just like did a shift. I made a shift in my life and decided to go after what it was that I was longing to say and what I was longing to express. And so that began my journey as a solo artist, a creator, on a new level.
Greetings, my name is Queen Afua. I help people to live a healthy life in body, mind, and spirit. Welcome into the sacred circle, where you will find peace, inspiration, and practical tools for living a happy wellness lifestyle. So come inside and make yourself at home.
Thank you so much. We are here. We have our special beloved guest and for her naturalness and her organicness.
Yes.
And that is Jessy. Thank you so much, Jessy Wilson.
Thanks for having me.
You are an extraordinary artist. I love your music.
Thank you.
Thank you for, music, art is healing. I've never separated the artist and said, well, that's the art over there and there's healing over here. Yeah, to me, it's one. Because when you sing, you evoke, you evoke a vibration. So the song could be for inspiration, the song could be for renewal, the song could be overcoming a relationship and coming to your new level. So I want to thank you for the medicine and the music that you have bestowed upon us. So you have helped rebirth us through your music. Could you tell us about your life as an artist? And then we'll go into some womb work and womb healing.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for having me, and thanks to the Black Girls Rock platform for just allowing this space of healing. I mean, this is just right on time for me. I'm Jessy Wilson. I was born in New York City and born and raised, and I've always been a creative person, a singer, an artist. I've traveled the world with many household names as a performer. I've also written for household names as a songwriter, but most recently I moved to Nashville to pursue my own artistry and to allow myself to step into myself. And I've made 2 albums since I've been here, one as a band and one as an independent artist, vocalist, writer, creator.
You've been birthing.
Yeah.
You've been doing a lot of birthing.
I've been doing a lot of birthing. I like to think that I've like lived several lives already. I've been through so many phases, just all the while just trying to follow the inner muse, follow the inspiration.
Well, you know how when someone says, I've had many lives, it takes courage to evolve, because you could be at one phase in your life and that's it. You have finally done it. You've done the work to get there.
Absolutely.
And then all of a sudden another baby comes to you. Oh my gosh, another part of myself.
Oh my gosh.
Now
you are speaking.
Are you for real?
Yes, that actually happened to me.
Tell us about that.
Happened to me, Queen. So I was a background singer and songwriter singing for John Legend. I got my start with Alicia Keys, but it was really with John Legend, working with him for about 4 years, that I really started to shape and mold into this creative thinker and person. And so I always like to remember this defining moment. It was one night on stage performing with him, and I saw him, because you know the background singers, you stand behind the artist, and I saw him open up his arms and just receive all of the love. But not only that, just receive like sort of like the manifestation of his own heart's yearning and his purpose, and he was standing in that. And I remember just saying to myself, this is wonderful, what an opportunity, but this is not it for me. And I sort of just like did a shift. I made a shift in my life and decided to go after what it was that I was longing to say and what I was longing to express. And so that began my journey as a solo artist, a creator, on a new level.
Wow, that's amazing. But you know, there's always signs along the way to show us that it's like a pebble, and you follow it, follow the yellow brick road. And so him opening himself up, that was like opening you up. And that's what it takes to birth yourself. It's like, okay, I'm ready to open up another part of me that I've never met before, but I know she's there. And I'm going to have this baby. I'm going to be my full self.
It's so crazy.
I love it.
It's so crazy how many times that happens in life, you know, like, and so here I am, I'm embarking on a new baby, a new life, a new journey. I just got married in January to my love.
Congratulations.
We were lucky to, you know, beat all of this COVID stuff. We got married in Paris, and it was like, as soon as we got home, we stayed there for about 5 weeks. And as soon as we got home, it was like, boom, bam, there was a tornado in our city and in Nashville. And then a week later, COVID happened. And you know, it's been such a blessing because it's allowed me to sit still and really deal with what's been going on inside of me. I've focused so much attention on creating art, work. But my dad almost lost his life to COVID. And that forced me
that was an awakening.
To think about. Yes, it was. Yes. It allowed me to think about life from a higher perspective and to expand my own view of who I really am and what I'm here to do. And it's not just to make music. It's not just to create music, but to create all types of things, writings and films and paintings, and a child. I finally started to allow myself to imagine myself as a mother and a creative person without one eclipsing the other. And that was something that, it has been something that has taken some work.
Yeah, well, you had to expand. You're expanding.
Yes.
And so, but you found your soulmate.
Yes.
You got married. It's the perfect time for you because, you know, through the valley and the shadow of death and the turmoil, the shifts and the changes, you have your soulmate and you're moving together.
Amen.
I'm sure it made you closer and tighter than ever. So now in this new phase of your new beginnings, you're ready to bring life now in a being. You've been bringing life in, and you've been lifting people up through songs, through art. And I said, now I'm going to birth a new being. I'm going to welcome this new being in. But I have to do, so in order to do that, we have to clear the house, right?
Yeah.
We have to clear the house. And what are we letting go of so that the light can come in and go full term?
Yeah. Well, just like in music or in anyone's life and career, whatever, you know, there have been all of these obstacles, you know, in creating. Creating doesn't always flow through as beautifully and easily as we like it to. There are those moments when you write a song and it's like the muse says yes and you didn't have to try. And there are those moments you get on stage and you feel lifted like by the ancestors. You just feel like you've got it. But then there are some times you have to work through obstacles. And for me, in this new creative process, my obstacles, obstacles, I've got 12 of them called fibroids.
Okay, all right.
So, yeah.
Well, you know, but it's good to know what it is so you can move through it. Because sometimes you don't know what it is that's blocking you. And so you have to go through a process of learning and discovering. So you know. But so now inside of that, there's a new life coming through you. Because whatever that was and building, so when you build things, sometimes it goes a lot of stress. and you're not quite one, then you're on and you're off and you're up and you're down, you're going through it, you let it go. And that's the tumor growing. Experiences and past relationships and unresolved issues and all that accumulates. So now it's time for the release and the let go. The best time to do this release is really in the July and August.
Really?
Yes, the hotter the weather, the deeper the healing.
Oof.
So I want you to really let the sunlight come into your life, because the heat actually burns up bacteria. It burns up coronavirus. It burns up tumors, because I want to demystify this fibroid tumor. You take all the stress off. You know what it is? It's just crystallized mucus.
That's
So
it.
where's the mucus coming from? Stress of milk, cheese, ice cream, eggs, the history. Sometimes we're born with it. It's in our DNA. If you talk to your mother, you talk to your grandmother, talk to your aunt, talk to the young women in your family, you'll realize that it's a family wound issue here. And some of it's in the DNA passed down. And then some of it's through our diet. And some of it's through just moving through really quick and grab and go and getting through. And then, oh, wait a minute. So this is a powerful time. Life keeps bringing you all the way in, bringing us all the way in. I don't call this that we're locked in. I call this is a freedom time. Because this is the perfect time to do your womb. And that took you through all of that work for womb wellness. So that means you're detoxing. That means you're speaking out how you feel. Like you're being transparent today. And we thank you for that, because you're not alone. But as we dissolve those tumors, guess what's going to happen? Check your menstrual flow. Keep a record the next 12 weeks. All of July, all of August, and all of September. You're going to be dissolving the tumor. It's going to start detoxing and passing out. It just needs more water. Sometimes get dehydrated. Drink more water. Take your vegetable juices every day. Take your fresh fruit juices. The fresh vegetable juice will build up your womb. The fresh fruit juices will detoxify her. So let that happen. Detox, rejuvenation. Then give her love through inversion every day. Lay in your bed, put 3 pillows up, relax your legs over the pillows, and every day for 10 minutes, and just let the blood flow into you, and then massage. And say, I'm preparing a special place here in this my womb space, and I'm bringing in life. I'm bringing in my new baby, my new ancestor. So mother's cleaning house and restoring herself. Make it a joy. Don't make it
I think that that's the key.
Yes.
I think that, just to let the viewers in, we had a conversation last night, and all this time I've been trying to identify what is really going on besides the actual physical obstacle that's happening in my body. What manifests, how did that come to be? And I think that it's through falsehoods and fear that have manifested into these tumors. And the falsehoods have been that a woman has one role and one role only, which is to be a mother. And I think that creating life is the highest art there is in life, but I noticed that with a lot of women, when they move into motherhood, other areas of love and passion tend to fall to the wayside. And I've always been so fearful of losing the passion that I have for music, or the passion that I have to perform, and having to put it to the side to be a mother. And so those are falsehoods that I've told myself. And I think that the tumors are a manifestation of that fear, that locking inside of my own spirit.
I want you to trust what came through, and I want you to have get a journal. You're going to call it my womb healing journal. And you're going to talk about your journey every day, because you just said it. The fear, one or the other. That's why I said you've been carrying babies, all your visions, right? And you've been birthing them, all your music. It's the same energy. Energetically, conceiving a baby, a child, into your womb is the same process. And then carrying him full term until you bear down, and then all of a sudden my music, all of a sudden it's going to be my baby. It's all the same. It's your music, it's your baby, it's your heart. And so you bring it all together. We don't have to deny ourselves of being all that we have come here to be.
That's right.
So just keep giving her love. Stay close to nature. Eat from the garden only.
Yes.
The more you take the garden foods, work with the plant-based lifestyle, the healthier the womb becomes. Put your clay packs on. Get the book, to the chase. Let's cut to the chase.
Yes.
Woman, page 20 to 120. Read a little
Got
bit.
it. 100 pages.
Okay, that's it. And just do the work. Love yourself through it. No beating yourself down about any of it. Saying, I did this before through my music, and I'm going to do it
I'm
through
going to
your
do it
life.
again.
And give
Amen.
thanks in advance that it's already
Yes.
done. And I will
It's already done.
see this organic baby come out into the world. And you and your husband will be another level of bliss. Oh, look at your shining being face. Thank
Hello.
you, healer. Thank you, healer Shanel Cooper. Thank
Blessings.
you, life coach worker. I see you've done some work. You know how I can see it? Because you have light, right?
Thank
You
you.
have vitality. And because you have seen the light, you are able to show others and how to overcome. Could you please share with us your background and what brought you into being a wellness coach?
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you. Thank you for having me here. It is really an honor, Queen Afua. It truly is. And that's not just intro words saying that. It's really an honor. It was your book and your words and your healing power that really helped me many, many years ago. So I'll tell you about it.
So we have some history, huh?
We got some history. Yes, we got some history. So we'll get into that later. But healing is something that I've always been. I've always been a healer. And I think right now.
How do you know that you've always been a healer? What signs showed you that you've always been a healer?
Because I'm always attracted to, and I'm always attracting people who are in need of healing.
Yes.
And when that attraction happens, there's a knowingness inside of me. Use tools in different ways. But healing for me started with healing myself.
Okay.
And I know the principle of whatever you desire for yourself, you must do for others or do it first for someone before it is done upon you. And so my healing work as of lately has been an expression of self-healing and an extension of what God has shown and called me to do.
And what tools do you use to help and to heal? What are your tools?
My tools first are the God-given tools that God has given me. I think a lot of times we look for physical tools first or physical people first to help us. But those things won't help us at all until we activate the tools, the internal tools that God has given us, which the first tool is your tool of speech, your mouth, your words. And for me, my healing begins with the I am healed, moving from, I'm sick, I'm hurt, I'm weak, I'm broken, I don't feel good, I'm not well, to I am healed. It is done. It is well. And even if you're not, to use that tool first. And then moving from the mouth of words to the mind of thought to the hands, to be able to touch yourself and heal yourself. And I think that once all of those tools are activated, the physical tools and people begin to show up to continue that stream of self-healing.
Wow, wonderful. So what, in this era that we're in right now, that we find ourselves in as healers, what has been coming to you? What type of clients have been coming to you? How have you been able to help them during this pandemic?
Right now I am getting a lot of men who are coming forth and being vulnerable and open enough to say, I need healing. I think that with everything that's happened in the world lately, the collective has felt the emotional impact of it. And so, men are rising and saying, I need help and healing. And I'm also attracting a lot of women who are healers and who are leaders themselves, who have done their work and who now have enough to give and to overflow. So that's my focus in this season is men and calling the woman who can stand with me to help the man heal.
That is absolutely amazing. But the fact that you're getting men, that's sometimes the pressure, like to get a diamond, it has to be an intense pressure for it to shine. So this pressure of this outbreak, this global outbreak, has actually brought everyone who's thinking about healing to come to heal. Or start to seek out a coach like yourself, someone who can guide them and walk them through. So this pressure is on our men now to come forward. So I'm so glad to hear that the men are coming to you, because it takes courage. Because men are always told that, you know, keep a, you know, upper, you know, keep it strong, you know, keep that external thing happening, but inside they may be hurting. So that's also the awakening. So I'm glad to hear that men are coming. And when they come to you, what are they coming with?
They're coming with a lack of love. They're coming with a lack of love.
Did you hear that? Mothers, daughters, friends, did you hear a lack of love?
It's a lack of love.
And how does that manifest for them, that they would come to you?
Yeah, the lack of love manifests in being and doing things that's not authentic. Right? And so you feel that inauthenticity in your being, you know, so I have a lot of men who have been over emasculated and, you know, have had to be in these roles, and for them to come to me and say, you know, you don't have to be this, you can just be, and you're safe in this space. And let's also remove the sexual perversity, and let's remove the, you know, I call it the hunger game. You know, let's remove that, and let's look at each other as human beings, and let me allow my feminine energy and my ability to heal you, to transmute through you. So it's just filling them up, back up with the love that they're lacking.
Wow. That means it's called a new day. We're about to get new men.
New men. We're birthing new men, and we have to, because we need our kings. We need our kings to expand our territory, expand the world, you know, and so we have to rehabilitate them. Yeah.
And what would you say to the women to help our men to be strong on their healing walk? What would you tell them?
My love, you have to heal thyself first. You must heal thyself first. And you must recognize your power as the feminine, as the divine feminine, as the womb, as the one who births life, and set yourself in that seat. And when you do, then they will come. And it's not opposite. This is not a let me go lay my hands on a man because it's time to heal men. No. It's let me lay my hands on thyself, and whomever is meant to come through that will come from that.
That is so balanced. So we're balanced. That's the scales of my eyes. But we are balancing our hearts. As you're saying, that they're coming for heart healing.
Yes.
And women, obviously, because we open the way. We open the way to humanity. So for women, we open the way. We've done enough healing. We've done enough workshops and classes and seminars and sister circles now birth men who say, now I want to do what you do. I want to heal. I want to be healed. I want to feel healed. And you're right there coaching them right through it. We thank you. How do we keep up with you? How do we follow up with you so people can come to workshops, classes, private work, work?
It's just my name. If you just look up Shanel, just type in SHANEL on all of the platforms, it comes up. And I'm excited to start my healing practice again, and my coaching practice. I took a year pause for myself after having breast implants, and I had them removed and had to heal my body, and just recently had a divorce, and so completed that chapter, and moving into my new home, my new space. And so my year has been a year of incubating myself to do what God has called me to do. And this is the day, this is the time to come on back out and say, let's heal. Let's go. Yes, let's go. Yes.
Amazing. I want to give you one thing.
Yes.
It's not divorce anymore. It's called transformation. Okay? We don't divorce. The divorce, you have to cut the soap in half, cut the children in half, cut your heart in half, go in and out the course. No, this is you have transformed. So I've got my house, my career. That sounds like a transformation to me.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much We appreciate you.
Thank you,
and
Queen
lift you
Afua.
up to the highest. Thank you for healing our men.
Blessings. Thank you.
How's our volume? Thanks and praises, Queen. I can definitely see you. How are you today?
Everything is in galactic order.
Give thanks and praises. I'm so happy to be. How's your volume? I can hear you somewhat, but I can't hear you too loudly.
Everything is in galactic divine order.
Give
And
thanks.
excited about our forecast and our update. You come every week and you let us know what time it is in the universe and how we can come into alignment. And so we look forward to go right on and give us the update.
I heard your last guest speak about the women healing, the men healing. But Queen, what's happening in the world is that as a people, as a world, we are healing and the whole world is going holistic.
The whole world. I love that quote you gave to us. What did you say that again? The whole world is going holistic. And it's a fact. It's a fact.
Yes, Queen. And we start with ourselves because you can't heal out there unless you heal in here. And everything is coming together. No matter what it looks like, we're getting better, Queen. And we actually have proof. If you look at your life, you'll actually see that you're actually doing better now. That's the fact. And I'll just give you the reading of the day. There are 13 tones, and today we are on tone number 7. 7 is in the middle. So 7 is the magic that holds the whole together. You see, like the 7 days of the week, like the 7 chakras. 7 is a highly spiritual number, and what it means is to resonate. When we are resonating, we need to resonate with ourselves first. We need to resonate with each other. We need to resonate with the divine and all of nature. Resonating, So it means we are harmonizing. We all have something different to bring to the table, but we're all harmonizing because we are resonating with each other. That's where we are. Resonating.
That is what we are harmonizing. Yes. It doesn't get any better than that.
Give thanks.
Because it's a whole, if a whole nation was based on harmonizing, which is the principle of Ma'at, then we could come back into that or go forward into that. We would not be sick any further if we learn the principles and the lifestyles of harmonizing. So that's what we have to do. And I heard it in our sister. She just finished and she's coming back into her life coach work. And that's what she talked about, the men saying the heart.
The heart.
They have a heavy heart, broken heart. And now they're speaking out. Because if they don't, they'll have a heart attack. They'll have a stroke. If they don't harmonize. So the message is all about harmonize. Could you tell us something from your personal walk? What do you do to keep yourself in harmony, Queen Esther?
Well, I just stay happy every day, Queen. When I'm happy, I know.
Well, how do you do that? How do you stay happy in a world of so much suffering? Now, that's the magic right there.
Just being thankful. I'm breathing, Queen. I feel good. I don't walk through my life in pain. I don't want a painful finger. I don't want a headache. I don't want a shoulder ache. I don't want anything aching or hurting. I like to feel, and I want to feel perfect every day. And when I feel perfect every day, I'm in so much gratitude, because when we are in pain, if you have a headache, if you have a backache, we don't function properly. We don't function we're not in alignment. We're not in tune. We're not in order. We can't really perform at our highest when we're in pain or we don't feel perfect. When I'm feeling perfect, I'm ready to deal with the world. And Queen, when I feel perfect, I'm happy. And when I'm happy, I have power. I can face life head on, because think about it. If you're sad, if you're depressed, if you're out of order, you're vulnerable. You're sensitive. You're touchy. You can't really handle life when you're not feeling great and you're not feeling powerful in who you are.
Well, that says about the family, because I think about your family. Where did that come from as a little girl? I saw your little girl picture, maybe 7 or 9.
Yeah, we have to talk about that. We have to know.
Where did that come from?
We have to know as mothers and fathers. See, one thing we have to realize is being mothers is the highest honor that we could have, is to be a mother, to be responsible for someone else's life, to be a father, and to be part of what brings life. You see, the system has downplayed the divinity of life itself. We're so concerned about the credit score and what degree you have and how much money you make. But what about life? Can we breathe? What about life? and all the things that life gives us, oxygen, sunlight, food, water. We're downplaying the essentials of what it is to have a happy life. And we're putting all our hope into all these other illusionary things. That's why so many people who are so-called successful are not really happy, because they're not focusing on the beauty of life itself. Your family, your love, your food. Nature has everything, Queen. We are now, tell us about, Queen, your emerald green trainers. Talk about, Queen, our rally coming up in Atlanta. We want to empower people to know how to be happy, how to accept themselves, how to be here with you here, and then in harmony with everything. Talk about the rally we're having in Atlanta, Queen. Please mention it to our audience.
Absolutely, Queen Esther. We came together right in that frame, and we saw to the vision that we need to have a Heal Thyself rally. So we said, where are we going to do it? Well, when you call Atlanta, you said, you know what? Atlanta is going to be the new healing mecca. We put our words on it. And so we began to gather healers together. And so we said, now we're in Atlanta and we're going to do this. And we found the perfect place for that. And it's called the Legacy House. And that is like profound. And that's Brother Jay Morrison and Ernestine Morrison. They opened the way. 800 men and women came together in our community, and they built together the Legacy House. They raised millions of dollars themselves. They invested in a common goal. So I said, there could be no better place than to have this Heal Thyself rally. Because healing to me is body, mind, spirit, economics, relationships, all of that. So we have some wonderful guests. You want to call out some of the wonderful guests we have for this extraordinary rally?
Well, first of all, we have the beloved Dr. Jewel Pukrum.
Oh, yes.
Dr. Jewel Pukrum, one of our guests. You know, her science, her information is so intense. We don't think about the brain, but the brain controls the body. And if the brain is not balanced, we're out of balance. We think that we're balanced, but most of us can write with our right hand. We were taught to be right-handed. But what if we were taught to be right and left? It means you balance your right, and when you play the piano, you use your right and your left hand. You have to be balanced. You just don't use one side, and the meaning that we're using one side, the other side is not activated. So we are functioning from a place of lack, from limitation. We're not functioning from a place of balance, of leadership and control like we were when we were in Kemet. When we were kings and queens, we used to lead and control. We were balanced. When we built pyramids, you have to be balanced to build a pyramid. So these are the things Dr. Jules helps us to bring our brain to recognize who we really are, because, you know, we were put under a sleeping pill. We went to sleep, Queen. So we're striving to wake up now. We're striving to activate all the parts of our brain. Brother Wanique Shabazz will be there. The Laws of Time. We have another couple, Queen, Dr. Christina Hilton and her Kingman Decton Hilton, and they're going to teach us about the land, about farming, about food. I was trying to grow some tomatoes, Queen, and I got a couple of tomatoes, but I'm still hungry, Queen. I need more food.
We have to be empowered and grow our garden.
Yes, so we are also activating people to not be afraid of this virus. When you know how to heal yourself and know how to stay well, then we don't have to be subject to fearfulness about a plague on the planet, because we know what to do, and we know how to protect our families.
And I'll just run through it very quickly. We have Laura Vanderpool coming in. She is a master chef, vegan chef. We have Prince Ram and Princess Batia coming in as a couple. And how many? 40 years ago, from the Hebrew Israelites, they migrated, they went back, they gathered themselves together, 1,500 of us. And so they know about unity and business and working together and sharing. We have Kateria, God. She's going to be there, and she's going to give us the read of the stars, the great Mother Newt. We have Tassili Ma'at, our vegan raw food chef. We have Karma and Baba Colby together, father and daughter coming together, working together for freedom fighting, for all of us to uplift. Jay and Ernestine Morrison is going to talk about prosperity and bringing prosperity into our communities. They've gotten several properties, and they show us simple ways to pull our finances together so we can have land and we can have homes, and it's all going to empower us. Then we have our brother Memoir, And he's a super great man about fitness and spirituality. And we're going to just bring all of the forces of nature together.
What about
on
Supernova
that
Sloan?
day, so we
Supernova
have
Sloan.
solutions to healing.
What about Supernova Sloan will be there?
Well, Supernova Sloan Hip Hop Medicine, and he's going to be there. And
Man Heal Thyself.
Man Heal Thyself. And I believe your son, my sons, our sons will be staying together unified because we're graduating that same weekend. We invite everyone to come out for Man Heal Thyself Ascension on Saturday at the Renaissance Hotel, and then Sunday, Sacred Women and their Ascension. 100 women from around the globe will be ascending on that same 7-day process. It's a weekend intensive. And so Queen Esther, we're going to be presenting.
It's
and we're going to have tonics. I don't care what your problems. You have pain, come. We're going to put clay on. You have our immigrant practitioners who are just graduating on that day. They'll be putting clay packs on. If you have high blood pressure, we'll give you a tonic for that. If you have stress, there's a green light formula. If you have congestion, we have the breath of life. If you're constipated and locked down and blocked up, then we have the colonies. So no matter what your concerns are, come one, come all, and let's have family healing. My vision is to have, and we work together in that vision, Queen Esther, to have 1 million families healed, wellness families, in 2020 to 2021, 1 million families.
A campaign.
200 immigrant practitioners to walk them through their healing
wellness.
journey.
We're building wellness. Queen, we have to build wellness cities. We have to show wellness what it looks like now more than ever. I need people to remember right now we're on the full moon right now. We are in the full moon. So if you're in tune, you can feel the intensity. Everything is at the climax right now. This is the time to get things done. This is the time to release. Time to put your crystals under the moon. It's just time to take care of yourselves. Time to love on yourself. Time to feel Mother Nature in the high point at her peak. And next, the moon will be descending. So get the energy of this full moon, this eclipse we're in right now. If you're sensitized, you can feel it. We'll be having a full moon forum tonight. We just want everybody to know what time it is.
Full moon forum is
tonight.
The
universe, ourselves.
How do they follow up with you, Queen Esther? How do they follow up with you?
Please go to themooncall.com. Themooncall.com. I'll let you know how to get your galactic reading. Just get that awareness. It's all on themooncall.com. I'll be having a big new moon class starting up in the end of August. And I want everybody to be on because we'll be on the same page.
Thank you to all my subscribers. We are giving away a free 7-day detox kit when we reach our milestone goal of 50,000 subscribers to this channel. To enter for your chance to win, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, like and comment on this video, and we will choose the winner from the comments section. Thank you for growing with us. Ashe.